welcome to my channel. I'm Joan and this is Joan's Pointed Plate. Today's video is a collaboration video and it is hosted by Liz over at 23 Points a Day. Thank you, Liz, for inviting me to be part of this collaboration. This collaboration is all about snacks, and there's a whole bunch of us bringing you our favorite snacks, and everyone that's in this collaboration is listed in the description box below, and their channel links as well as our hostess Liz. So when you're done watching my video, please check the description box below, go check out all the videos by all the other wonderful YouTubers and get some great snack ideas. Now, I will say I am not a huge snacker. I like meals and I like to spend my points on meals. So when it comes to snacks, I'm a little bit stingy because I really like a good high point dinner. So I really watch my snacks and I go for a very low point if I do need something. So that being said, my absolute favorite snack to have around are fruits and veggies and dip. Every single day, especially during this time of staying at home, I make a fruit and vegetable platter in the morning, and around 10 o'clock, I put it on ice and put it out on my kitchen counter. That way, anybody that's walking through the kitchen, it's me, my husband who is now working from home, and my two sons who are home from school doing remote learning. One is in college and one is a senior in high school. Whenever anybody walks through the kitchen, there is a beautiful tray of fruits and vegetables. Let me tell you, almost every day, by the end of the afternoon, it's gone. It makes me feel really good that they're reaching for those things and not the chips and the cupcakes and the crackers and things like that. I feel like I'm really fueling them with good, healthy food. So, does a mama's heart good. So that is definitely my first snack. I am going to turn you around. I'm going to show you what it looks like and tell you how I make it. And actually, I'm going to make a batch of my ranch dressing for you because this is the end of it, and that is a staple in our house. So let me turn you around, show you my tray, and we'll get started on that ranch dressing. So this is an example of a fruit and veggie tray I put out every day. It varies. I try to mix up the fruits and mix up the vegetables. I have carrot sticks and grape tomatoes, cucumbers, pea pods, and celery. And today's selection of fruit is cantaloupe, grapes, strawberries, and oranges. I have some homemade chocolate hummus. I will link that recipe below. That recipe comes from Kim over to Girl on Her Phone. I will put that in the description box. And I have my homemade ranch dressing. Now, normally I don't have 4 fruits. Normally I have 2 fruits and the rest veggies. But I'm a big proponent of using things before they go bad and not wasting a single bite of food. And I needed to use up the strawberries today, and there was just a little bit of cantaloupe left, so I wanted to put that out there. I'm sure they will be the first things to go, so I will be refilling that with some different kind of vegetables. I put pepper strips, I put cauliflower or broccoli, and kohlrabi if it's in season. So we use all different kind of fruits and veggies. But this is on my counter every single day without fail. Let's make some ranch dip. Okay, we're gonna put together the ranch dressing. Now, on my website, I do have this recipe, and I also have a dip mix as well. I really don't make the dip mix. I just make the dressing, and we use it for everything, for dressing and for dip. So the first thing I have in here, in my jar, is I have a half a cup of 1% milk, and I have 1.5 teaspoons of vinegar in there. The original recipe calls for buttermilk. Buttermilk is not something I generally have on hand. So I just make my own by adding 1.5 tablespoons to 1/2 cup of regular milk. And you can see it gets very thick and curdly. I let it sit for 5 or 10 minutes until it gets like that, then it's ready to use. The next thing we're gonna add is a 1/4 cup of light mayonnaise. Just gonna pop that right in there. And I mix it all right in the jar. It saves me a dish. Then the next thing we're gonna do is a 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt. generally all stuff that you have laying around the house. So, and it comes together so quickly. I like to let it sit in the fridge for a couple hours after I'm done, just to let the flavors meld, let it get nice and thick. And then it's time to put in the ranch. Now, I make my own ranch dip mix and dressing mix. All this is dried parsley, salt, dried chives, dried oregano, dried tarragon, garlic powder, and lemon pepper. Mix it all together, store it in here, and it's ready to go when you want to use it. I always give it a little shake before I use it because the lemon pepper, the garlic powder, and the salt tend to fall to the bottom because they're lighter than the herbs. So you just kind of have to dig down a little bit and stir it up. And then just add a nice tablespoon in there. I'm going to give it a little whisk just to make sure everything's broken up. And then put the lid on and shake it up. And that's it. You have your ranch dressing and dip mix. All ready to go. Okay, so you just saw the picture of my second favorite snack item, and it is these pumpkin bars. This little pumpkin bar is 1 point on the blue plan and 0 points on the purple plan, and I believe 1 point for one on the green plan. I will check that, and if it's different, I will put it on the screen. These pumpkin bars, I got the recipe from Denise over at Dish with D. She had made them a long time ago and then kind of refound them in her Weight Watcher app, in her recipe builder, and started making them again, shared some with me, and we fell in love with them. They are delicious. They're dense, they're flavorful, they go perfect in the afternoon with a cup of tea, and the best thing about it, 1 point and very filling. They're just delicious. Now I choose to sprinkle a few Lily's chips on top and a little bit of hemp hearts just for a little bit of texture, and they're fantastic. They mix up very easily without a mixer or anything. So they are definitely a staple in our house. I always need to have that little something something to go with a cup of tea. I will link the video below where Denise makes them. And one difference, Denise puts protein powder in hers and I do not. And they seem to come out fine without it, but for that little extra boost of protein, by all means, put it in there. So the video to her YouTube video about making these will be linked below. One more snack from me, and that is something that I purchased at our local Amish market. Let me show you what that is. Okay, so you saw the last thing are the Cocoa Light multigrain pop cakes. I love these. Now I get them at the local Amish market, but I know there's a lot of grocery stores that also sell them, and they usually make them fresh right there. There's a machine that just pops these babies right out. They are 0 points for one on all plans, and I believe it goes up to 1 point if you eat two. I use them for everything. I use them to dip into some queso cheese, like as a nacho chip. I also like to put peanut butter or almond butter on there, just like a teaspoon or two, and eat it for a snack. They are fantastic. You can also dip it in anything you want. You can use it as a chip. You can use it pretty much as any kind of vessel to hold all the goodness. So these are definitely my number 3 go-to, and they stay fresh for a long, long time. So don't worry about having to eat them all right away, because they do stay fresh for a long time. And like I said, they are called the Cocoa Light Multigrain, and they have great ingredients. It's just wheat flour, rice flour, water, and sea salt. They are not gluten-free. They do have gluten in them, and they do have wheat in them. So if there's any allergies or sensitivities, they wouldn't be for you, but they are fantastic. Like I said, used as a chip or as a vessel for some nut butter. So there you have it. My 3 go-to snacks that I always have in the house: the veggies and the dip, the pumpkin bars, or an oatmeal banana muffin, something like that, just to keep sweet. That recipe I'll link below too. I just didn't show it to you because I don't have any made. And then the Cocoa Light multigrain pop cakes. So I hope you liked my 3 snack suggestions. I hope you found them useful. And like I said, make sure you check out Liz, our hostess, and all the other people listed in the description box below. They will have some fantastic snack ideas for you, and show them some love. Hit the subscribe button for them. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would love to have you as part of my YouTube community. So please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and you will be alerted every time I upload. I upload several times a week. I do full day of eating videos. I do meal planning and grocery haul videos. I do day in the life videos. And on Wednesday, I do my meeting highlights and weigh-in video. So I would love to have you as part of my community if you'd like to be here. Have a fantastic day, and don't forget to check out everybody listed below. Bye-bye, everybody.